Okay, we are live. So welcome to tonight's emergency meeting of the Lunenburg Select Board of Thursday, April 1st, 2021. And no, before anybody asks, this is not an April Fool's meeting. So in accordance with the requirements of the open meeting law, please be advised that this meeting is being recorded and broadcast over the Lunenburg Public Access Channel. The town of Lunenburg, in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, is currently following guidance from the Lunenburg Board of Health, Massachusetts Department of Public Health, and the CDC regarding the virus and steps communities can take to prevent its spread. All the town facilities are opened at limited hours and then after appointed hours by appointment only. In accordance with the governor's order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, general law, chapter 30A, section 20, all public meetings are being conducted remotely. This meeting will be broadcast live through the local access channel on Facebook Live on the Facebook Access Facebook page, and will be able to be found on the Lunenburg Access YouTube channel within 24 hours after the meeting. If you would like to participate in this meeting using a computer, a smartphone, or tablet, you can do so using the Zoom application. Tonight's meeting webinar ID is 909-174-0347. If you would like to participate but do not want to use or do not have access to a smart device, you can use the phone and dial 1-888-475-4499. And once again, the webinar ID is 909-174-0347. There's a very limited chance of participation tonight, but I will have a short public comment only at the beginning of the meeting, not at the end, as it will be very short, a one-item agenda. If you wish to participate and want to raise your hand, if you're using the Zoom application, acquaint yourself with the raise your hand function found on most applications under the reactions button. And if you are on the phone, you can raise your hand by dialing *9. Once I see your hand raised, I will call on you at the appropriate time. The agenda lists all the topics which may be discussed at the meeting and are those reasonably anticipated by the chair. Votes taken may be taken as a result of these discussions. Not all items listed may be in fact be discussed, and other items not listed may also be brought up for discussion to the extent permitted by the open meeting law. That is my preamble here. Call to order by roll call. Mr. Marino.
I'm here.
Ms. Adams.
Here.
Mr. Dwyer.
Here.
And I am here. Mr. Jeffries is absent, and the town manager is absent. Do you have the flag nearby? Otherwise, we will forego the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, okay. Well, just to make it official. All right.
Okay. Well, we can do a pledge. Where is it? Can you tilt your computer, Mr. Marino?
I'm in another room.
Okay.
Yeah, I just thought of that.
Yeah. I've got flags outside.
All right. That's fine. We can do it. We can just do it here. Go ahead.
Okay. Everybody look at your nearest flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
And that was indivisible if it came out mumbly. Yeah, I don't know where my flag went. We did have a rogue power outage last night, so perhaps I think
That's okay. Okay, so I don't see any public, but I will ask if there's any public comment. I don't know who would ask. And there we go.
Yay.
That would be pledging allegiance to the police department, kind of. But okay, and before we start, any public comment from the board? Good. All right. So the one agenda item we have, why we had to call this emergency meeting, it's an emergency meeting because it's time sensitive. It has been brought to the attention of the town clerk that, I don't know where the source was, but that the town moderator's position is also up for re-election this year, and yet it was omitted from inclusion in both the town citizens caucus and, more importantly, or equally importantly, the election ballot that we agreed to sign on Tuesday. So in order to hit the deadlines and to make sure we don't miss printing these, hold on a second. So that we don't miss printing these, we need to revote with the addition of the town moderator position being advertised on the ballot. Did everybody in the Google Drive should have received the revised ballot that the town moderator position is at the top?
Yes.
Okay. So we would need to revote this. Obviously, there's an eager pet that wants to vote sooner than later. So I would open it up for discussion in case anybody has any questions.
My only question would be, because we had a ballot omission in the past and we talked a lot about it. One, it's hard for us to catch, I guess, if it's something that's not on there every year. I think that's probably why it didn't jump out. And I'm thankful that the clerk saw it, regardless of why it happened, because when you process it, we probably would have ended up having to do a special election to vote in a moderator if we missed the deadlines.
Yes, that
There's
would have
a cost
been
there.
yes.
That would be tremendous if that was the technicality we got stuck with. So happy to be here, and I'm glad it wasn't an emergency, because that's the first word I saw, and I was like, oh boy, and everybody's playing tricks on people today. So
Sure.
This is our emergency.
So this is just to round out. I mean, there was discussion between the town clerk and town council, and I think it really is an issue between them, but I think town manager was brought in on it as well. Is there a way to get anybody's name on the ballot because it missed the caucus? But the problem was that the file, not only did the caucus pass, but we have no authority to have a second caucus. And the nomination paper time has passed this past Saturday, so there was no way to do that. And to keep this expedient, we're just going to have it as a write-in. So there'll be nobody's name on the ballot, as if nobody had been nominated like the other 5 positions that got no nomination. So it will be strictly a write-in ballot for whoever wants to run. And that was just the only real efficient way to do this. Not the best solution. The best solution would be not to have had it omitted. But we are where we are, and this at least gets it on the ballot. So like Ms. Adams said, that we wouldn't have had a real emergency and would have had to run a special election because we forgot to fill the position. So any other discussion about this from anybody? Seeing none, I would entertain a motion regarding the revised election ballot for us to approve that includes the town moderator position.
So moved.
That we
Second.
vote to sign it. Is that your motion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Move to sign it.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All those, let's just do a roll call vote. Mr. Marino,
Aye.
Ms. Adams,
Aye.
Mr. Dwyer,
Aye.
and an aye from me. That is the complete agenda for the evening. So everybody here on this call should make an arrangement to go to town hall. I guess they're closed tomorrow, so Monday is going to be the earliest to get in there, and everybody has to sign the 5 copies of the reprinted election ballot warrant that we just approved, and that is all we need to do. So I would, excuse me? Was somebody going to say something?
Oh, I just said, okay.
Oh, okay. All right. So nothing else on the agenda. I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Mr. Marino,
Aye.
Ms. Adams,
Aye.
Mr. Dwyer,
Aye.
and an aye from me. Short and sweet. Thanks everybody who listened. It's like almost like a PSA more than a meeting. So that's good. Well, at least we'll have the right ballot. And we'll see everybody next Tuesday.
And I gotta look for my flag. Gotta look for my flag.
All right. Yeah, you have some days to locate it. Have a good night, everyone.
You too. Thank you.